Hi everyone, here's a really simple way in which we can share our story of faith with people, and I'm going to give you an example from my life. So it's called a 6-word story, and we base it around 2 words that describe our life before we encounter God, 2 words that describe our encounter with God, and 2 words that describe our life afterwards. So I would think about a moment when I was 21 when I encountered God, and before that point I was lonely and I was depressed. And somebody told me to go to my room and to pray to Jesus. And as I did that, I experienced the peace of God and His presence in a way that I hadn't known before that point. And since then, I've lived with a sense of hope and meaning that has changed the way that I've lived my life. Now, because I've got those words in my head, if somebody were to say to me, why are you a Christian? What's your story? I can say, actually, there was a time in my life when I was lonely and depressed, and one of my friends told me to go to my room and to pray to Jesus. And I took that step of faith, and as I did it, I experienced His presence and His peace in a way that I hadn't ever experienced before, even though I've been going to church all my life. And since that point, I've lived with a hope and a meaning that has changed the way that I've lived my life. And then I can say, do you have a story like that? Which opens up the conversation without me having to give like a 3 or 4 minute version of why I'm a Christian. It's a really simple tool. It enables us to share our story in about 30 seconds with people that then provokes further conversation, rather than leading us down a kind of a dead end because I've taken 5 minutes to tell people why I became a Christian. And if you don't have a point in your life when you have become a Christian, if you, like me, have been a Christian for most of your life, you can focus in on different points where you have seen God help you turn around different situations. So it doesn't have to be a story about coming to faith, it can be a story of where God has moved in your life in a way that connects with people. It can be applied to so many different situations in our lives, but it's always about being able to give a reason for the hope that we have in Jesus.